When you sign up, you're going to get access to this dashboard. It looks just like this. First thing I recommend everybody doing before they continue is just setting up your branding. It's nice to see your logo over here and set your colors. You can set your site title, company name. You can also map your domain names, so you can link this dashboard directly under your own domain with an SSL they would provide for you. You can also map your social portal, which is the pop-up that happens when people connect to Wi-Fi. You can also add a custom domain there as well. Once you set up branding, that's a one-time thing. The first thing you want to do is hop on over to locations. So over here, I'm going to add a new location. Now what you can do is add locations in a few ways. You can search by Google Maps. So let's say I want to do sushi in New York City, and you can obviously have exactly the name of the location. So when you look it up, you have it all pulled over here. But you can also search by website. So a lot of you guys on the call, you might be digital agencies. You might already manage a website for your client. So this is a great upsell, right? To take the branding and the look and feel of your website and extend that to Wi-Fi. So over here, I'm going to take this is actually one of my favorites, sushi restaurants, Kibo Sushi. It's just near our office. So I'm just going to type in their domain name, potential Wi-Fi client. As you can see, it'll pull back through some magic in the background, the exact logo, the location, which I can go in and change if it's not correct. This comes directly from Google, so you can make any adjustments you'd like. But I'll go ahead and create that location. Now what I want to do is add a new device, and here I'll call it Kibo 1. What's cool now is that you can add a whole bunch of different integrations. So let's say this location already had Cisco Meraki. All you need to do is literally paste an API key from Cisco, and everything will provision itself. It is really that easy. You just from a drop-down, select the network you want to apply it onto, and that's how that would work, real easy. That goes the same for a lot of different integrations like OpenMesh and Extreme Networks and Aruba. We integrate with Ubiquiti. As I mentioned as well, we have all these different providers. For example, TP-Link. You can go on Amazon and kind of check, hey, do you have the Archer, and see exactly, make sure you get the exact version number and model number, because it has to be exact for this firmware. And we have just a ton of ways that you can use this. But most of you guys still work with local businesses that don't have hardware, that require a device, a cost-effective device that they can just plug in, turn on, is pre-provisioned, and it all works. So this little device is available in our store for those who don't know. It's at shop.mywifi.io. It is pocket size. It is $39. You connect it very easily to the internet. You literally just plug it in with power, USB power, and plug it right into any existing cable modem. So typically the restaurant or location needs internet. So you just go exactly to where their internet is. If they already have Wi-Fi, you just lock that down. You don't worry about what's there already. You make that private for the owners and for the point of sale machines. And over here, what you do is plug in the guest network specifically for the guests. You can plug it into a cable modem, and you can also plug it in to any USB modem to have a wireless connection, or even tether it to an iPhone or Android and use this in Uber cars or food trucks or anything like that. So this device is really flexible. It's $39 is your cost. And you can resell this to your clients for, a ton more. And usually you just throw it in for free for a setup. So, $1,000 setup fee, and I'll give you free hardware. And your cost is $39. So what you do in our platform is you choose that device. And if you order it from us directly after signing up, we will automatically add this and skip this step for you. But if you buy it separately from the store, you just add that MAC address directly over here. And it confirms with you, is this correct? Yes. And then you create your campaign. You can have multiple login options, like I mentioned. You can do free and paid. So for example, I can offer 15 minutes free, connect with social media. Or if you want to buy a 3-hour pass, you need to pay with a credit card. Cool. So in this case, I'm going to just take that away, because I don't think at a sushi place it's the right thing to do to charge for Wi-Fi. So what we'll do here is you can change the branding, the look and feel. For example, if you want to change the font color, you want to change the logo. If you want to add a header or a slider in the background to slide back and forth, you can do that as well. But as you can see, it's all WYSIWYG. So you can experiment, you can change whatever you want. You can have your clients even go in and do it themselves. You could add a background color if you'd like, add a little styling, and you can add a footer. So you can add your own custom branded, you can add your own footer image, you can have your own logo, your company logo here as well, completely powered by you. So this can all be changed. From a login option standpoint, you can choose the various login options. You can also choose to reorder those options if you want to promote SMS messaging. If you want to collect additional fields, you want to do a double opt-in, for example, with an SMS number and also collect that person's name, date of birth as well. You could do that, click update, and it's all done. That's really nice. You can also change the style to not only have apps, you can do the app style, or you can do the default style, which I always recommend. It's just more elegant and cleaner. And instead of rounded corners right now, you can do square. Once users connect, they go on to the thank you page. So on this thank you page here, you can add different things like, let's say I wanted to add their Facebook like box. Let's say I wanted to add another image over here. Again, you want to take some graphics that they might want to see. But you can add any kind of images to your thank you page here as well. So this is what the guests see after they connect. You can add really anything you want. Then after they connect, they get redirected to a certain website, either in real time or after a certain amount of time. So let's say we're going to keep the users on this page for 10 seconds, and then we're going to send them to, let's say, the website. You can also send users directly to a survey, to a Shopify store, to a ClickFunnels funnel, to a video or anything like that, and you can insert parameters. So for example, if you're sending them to a funnel, you can automatically send along the name, email, etc. Whatever you're collecting over here, you can pre-fill a Shopify cart. So if you dabble in any of this kind of stuff and you want that to be a redirect and have this pre-populated for users that connect to a guest network, that's where you would do that. Here, I'm just going to remove it for now. So after users connect, I can not only send directly to a URL, but I can send directly to an app store. Or how many of you guys do bots? Type in the word bots on the call if you do anything with ManyChat or any chat bot marketing, because what you can do here is integrate directly with the chat bot, the messenger bot right over here by just pasting the page, putting the page name of your client location and putting the referral ID, which will kick off a bot sequence on your end. So there is a ton of things you can do here in order to retarget your clients. I think it's just, or upsell your clients, I should say. It's really cool. And those who deal with WhatsApp, type in WhatsApp if you do anything with WhatsApp marketing or anything with a broadcast list. This way you can automatically pre-fill a message for guests after they connect to automatically have them join a WhatsApp broadcast list. And that's probably the most popular thing nowadays, like Messenger and WhatsApp broadcast marketing. That's huge, and we integrate with both of those for all guests on this redirect. So here I'll just keep it with the demo, pointing right to their website after 10 seconds. We have a built-in ad server as well for those who want to run ads. I'm going to skip this for now. It's more advanced and more of a free public Wi-Fi kind of thing. Like that's the area, that's kind of place you want to run ads. I'll skip it for this demo right now. I'll have that more in some advanced training. Here as well, you have the English toggle or the language toggle. So if you speak another language, everything is translated, or your guests can easily toggle to their language of choice. As you can see here, different people speak different languages, and you never want to discriminate or have somebody not understand what is happening when they're connecting. So that's an easy way to do that. You can add custom terms and conditions if you like. You can add a weather widget to show what the location weather is. You also have our compliance form where you can ask, hey, this is what we want to do with your data. Do you agree or disagree? This also works with GDPR compliance. Those who are GDPR friendly or who have to be can now rest assured that, or feel better that any of the data you're collecting, if somebody clicks on no over here, we completely follow all of the opt-out rules. And we also give you a custom platform to allow users to opt out after the fact at any point in time. Cool, so I'll leave that on for now as well, and I will show you here where you can add your Facebook Pixel ID and other different code to the platform. Again, those who are technical and know how to use this, this is where it is. Those who are not, you can simply just put your Facebook Pixel ID in the app section here and then use that directly in the platform. So let's say I have all this set up. I'm going to call this campaign Kibo 1. And that's it. So now when I look at my location dashboard, I can see exactly the device that's there, whether it's connected or not, the campaign that's running. I'll show you some live data in a minute, but here's where I would see the people that have connected, the different reports that I have, the timeline of users that are connecting in real time. Here is where I can also change any limitations of the device itself. So if I wanted to limit people to 3 hours, or let's say 20 minutes of internet time, and I wanted to limit the bandwidth to 500 megs a day, I can do whatever I want over here, limiting any of these things. These devices also have a built-in content filter, so this will automatically block things like adult websites, torrents, malware. This is actually legally required in some states, so you can now just turn this on and enable it. And we also have a whitelist and blacklist if you want to block users or allow the owner or any staff to connect without a login. That's where you would add that over here. And our platform is also available in multi-language, so that is pretty awesome for those who speak Spanish, Portuguese, French. Everything is available in that language. So let me actually show you one final thing before I show you some live things in the platform with some live data. So what really makes our platform unique is the ability to trigger things, really to send emails, SMS messages, not only directly to guests using our platform, but also through third-party tools. So here, as I showed before, here are the triggers that can happen in the system. So you can do when a user connects to the network, so that's the first time they connect to the Wi-Fi, when they disconnect, so either they turn their phone off or they walk out of range or they just leave the location altogether. There's also inactive, so the user has not come back in X amount of days. So let's say that person comes, uses Wi-Fi, and then doesn't come back for 9 days. You can then trigger something to happen at that exact point in time. And if it's at somebody's birthday, you can also send them a message on their birthday. So I always recommend for the first thing to set up for any client location is when a user disconnects, not always, but just one time. You can also do it by visit, so when a user connects for a certain amount of time, but we'll just do it once. And we'll do it not in real time, but on a delay. And we'll do it of a delay of 2 hours. So this rule will trigger 2 hours after a person disconnects for the first time. We'll call it Kibo Thank You. What do you want to do? So here is where you can either send an email, send a text message. So in this case, I'll do a text message and then I'll show you guys an email how cool it is. So here with a text message, I will pull that up. I'll pull out the number from Twilio. So we integrate with your own Twilio account. We don't mark up the cost of SMS or MMS messages. You simply just paste your own Twilio API key and set up, and you use your own account, your own phone numbers, all that good stuff. Here I can customize the message. So let me say, hello, first name, come visit our location. And then here I can also upload a file. So here let me include, let's say, the McSpicy takeover. Let's say there's a new chicken sandwich there. So I want to set that up. And typically that message would be more like, thanks for visiting. We appreciate you coming. Please come back. Here for demo purposes, I'm just showing you how this works. This is now live. This will run on autopilot every single time. 2 hours after every guest disconnects for the first time, they're going to get a text message. But let me show you guys what this looks like. So I can also test this automation. What I'll do is send it right here to my phone. And here we go. Let me just pull up my screen in the background. I'll just show you this. This is right for my cell phone. So hello, John, come visit our location. This comes directly to a person's phone 2 hours after they leave or disconnect from that location. So it's pretty awesome. So that's an automation. And you can also trigger any of those automations in real time under the contact section here.